No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Mustangs will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Marion. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep him honest, take him chunk by chunk.
Got him downfield. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking to scramble. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Fletcher. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter, and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Miami 7, SMU 0.
They're getting getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So SMU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Knight. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Let's go. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harden. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the ground, it's Fletcher. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. No need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Back to work for the 1st down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
You want to make a play, you're down, you're trailing, it's getting late in the game. But he has to understand, when nothing's there, I can't take a sack. The clock is my enemy.
Got it in the middle, it's Maryland. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Grabbed in the middle, it's Maryland. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Mustangs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's
looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's got it inside the 35. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. He's not afraid to go deep. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having... home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys in tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. You're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's the handoff. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Slithers into space. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll go hurry up here. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Nixon. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Ross Simmons. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gonna run it. It's Willis. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Cuse. Once he got some room, it was over.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Iowa has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Oregon. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's back. Looking left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and made. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Oh, the sweep continues to fight for yards. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. Lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach.